Hello everyone, welcome to Professional Patient. My name is Schnuerchen. Today I want to talk about what first measures I'm taking to get the depression under control that is currently getting worse. First, I am convinced that my depression comes from my anxiety. If I wasn't so scared every day, I wouldn't be so depressed. So fighting depression in my case means fighting anxiety. The problem with anxiety is, if I just endure it, it will get worse. It is having a damaging effect on my body. It makes me physically ache. All the usual stuff like headaches and stomach aches and all that fun stuff. So, all that pain together with a constant fear of tomorrow is what makes me depressed. And I am not a big fan of telling myself it's gonna be alright, because no one knows. That everything goes to shit is a real possibility. The question I have to answer is how to deal with that shit if it comes. But what I do tell myself is that right now, in this very moment, there is nothing I can do to change the situation. If that is the truth, of course. Sometimes there is something I can do, then of course the obvious solution is to get up and change something. But in my current situation, all I can do is wait for whatever is coming. In other words, concentrate on something else while waiting. Distract myself. Concentrate on what is now, here. The next problem is I have a day job, so I need to function. I need to get up in the morning to be at my desk in time and then perform, which is very difficult under the current circumstances. When you're in pain, it is not easy to do a good job. And in addition to that, you have to wear the face so your colleagues won't ask you all the time what's wrong with you. And lately there have been more and more days where that didn't work so well. The constant pressure not to show how I really feel on the job is getting to me. So there are a lot of things I need to work on. I really need to start exercising again. Due to being in pain all the time and constantly exhausted, I haven't been doing anything in months. I need to get a grip on my household. Usually the first thing that happens when my depression comes back is that I get sloppy with my cleaning. Also, I need to stop spending all my free time in front of the television. I need to take better care of myself. What works quite well for me is giving myself deadlines. I tell myself, you have another 3 days and then you get your sorry ass back to work. It doesn't work all the time, but usually I actually start doing something when the deadline has come. Unfortunately, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I either do something 100% or I don't do it at all. So what usually happens is I say to myself, for example, that I need to exercise more, which results in me exercising every day. And so much that after a few days I'm completely exhausted and everything hurts and I give up because I'm frustrated. That of course is nonsense and can't go anywhere. I know that. But I have big difficulties to find a healthy middle ground. Start with little and then slowly build up. So at the moment I'm working on a better strategy to make myself accept that I can't have everything perfect immediately. Maybe never. One thing I am trying is written to-do lists on paper. I have always had to-do lists on my laptop because I need to write everything down to remember and be halfway organized. But having it on paper is different. Because it's real, I can hold it in my hand and most importantly, others can see it. When I have a piece of paper that says, I need to do laundry today and I did not mark it as done, then others can see my failure, potentially. There's no one here. But for my head, it still makes a difference. An entry on my virtual to-do list that I can secretly delete or move to tomorrow or next week without any proof of it ever having existed in the real world, that's different. So I hope this will work better for me. Next point, exercising. I haven't done anything since November because I got really sick, not just from my mental issues, but physically sick, and I still haven't really recovered. But I have to start doing something. Otherwise, my back might soon decide that it has had it with me. At the moment, I'm forcing myself to take a short walk every day, even though I hate doing that. Nothing is better for my mind to start wandering and going to bad places than being alone on a walk. But I need to move. And another thing I'm trying is yoga.
Come again?
Yeah, I'm a little embarrassed to admit it. And I'm not sure if I will keep doing it because, well, I'm about as flexible as a railroad.
Want to know the opposite of agility? That.
I have found some great instruction videos, but every time the lady in the video says something like, "Now feel the relaxation in your body," I'm on my back like a bug and all I feel is pain. So I'm really not sure if that is for me. At the moment I'm doing 10 minutes before going to bed in an attempt to actually relax. It doesn't work so well, but I'm not giving up just yet. Something else I need to work on is cleaning. I hope that the paper to-do lists will help me to stick to my own plan, because I really don't like my surroundings messy. I don't feel comfortable then, which then makes my mood even worse, which then leads to the place getting even more messy, which then leads to my mood getting even more worse, and so on and so on and so on. So for me it is important to keep things tidy, and that's an area where I have a lot to improve.
Fine, but I don't do windows.
Another point on my to-do list is to do something else than watch TV in my spare time, at least every now and then. There are a couple of options. I might do separate videos about things I found comfortable to do because they calm me down a little. And of course, better self-care. That is all the things I need to do to stay healthy, like exercising. I already talked about that. Also sleeping enough and eating well. And in addition to that, things like, for example, taking better care of my skin. I have rather bad skin, which is nothing that will hurt me if I neglect it. But it would be good if I did it. My way of thinking usually is, why should I do anything nice for myself when everything is so scary? I know it doesn't make sense. Of course I can do something nice right now, even though next week there is something frightening coming up. Whatever that is, it doesn't matter. But the fact that next week will be so terrible keeps me from enjoying this week. My brain is weird that way. And another big point I need to work on is my morning and evening routine. Especially evenings are bad for me because I have trouble sleeping. I will certainly do a whole video about going to bed and falling asleep because that is a big problem for me. So this is all the things I want to work on at the moment. I'm planning to make a video next month about the progress I'm making, well, hopefully making. So I hope I see you then. Have a nice day and goodbye.